What's up guys, Dimebot here, and today we're going to be taking a little break from checking out all the new features of Beyond to talk about a recent controversy that's come up in the community, namely credit exploits, such as the recently removed Skimmer Massacre missions. Now, the Elite community is a passionate and vocal one, and a cursory glance at Reddit and the forums reveals quite a bit of conversation about this topic. Comments range from the trolly to the thoughtful to memes and everything in between. So what's at the heart of this issue? Well, in essence, I feel that this is a catch-22 built into the very heart of its game. By its nature, Elite is a game that lets you play how you want, earning credits how you want, and seeing and experiencing the things that interest you, be that trading, combat, exploration, or piracy. The opposite side of that coin is that Elite lets you play however you want, but in order to participate in these activities that seem most interesting to you, you must earn credits. Yes, you can argue that anything in the game can be done in a Sidewinder or Hauler, but in practical terms, nobody's going to be taking a sidey to Colonia Station anytime soon. As credits act as both an enabling and gating factor in the progression of the game for pretty much all players, it has led to a split feeling about earning them. Many players feel that the game doesn't truly begin until they have the credits they need for a fully fitted Ask Explorer or an Anaconda kitted out for PvE bounty hunting. Now, a while back, I talked in a video about how I felt that community goal payouts were a problem, as they took over a week of effort to earn what, in all honesty, is a meager payout compared to even some of the non-exploit things that you can do in the game. Now, while I don't feel that the recent Skimmer missions were an exploit as they did not involve board flipping or logging in and out, I understand that some players do. Unfortunately, they highlight the problem that many players have in the game, that dirty word, the grind. There is undeniably a grind in Elite Dangerous, but the vocal reaction of the player base would indicate that many, if not most, don't stop playing after the grind gets them to the level of credits they feel they comfortably need to engage in their chosen type of play. Indeed, many players seem to use credits themselves as a kind of scorekeeping system. This goes back to the do-what-you-want nature of the game, as both viewpoints and approaches are equally valid. So, where am I going with all this? Well, I simply feel that Frontier should not be so quick to shut down these so-called exploits. Indeed, I feel they should embrace them to an extent and integrate them with the rest of the Galaxy simulation. One common refrain from FDev when talking about these exploits is that these super high-earning things tend to have an unintended effect on the background simulation. If, instead, they implemented these mission stacks in a timed-and-controlled way as part of a minor story arc in a system or two, it would allow players to earn high amounts of credits while also engaging in ongoing story and simulation. Now, some will cry foul that the rich players are only getting richer, or point out to me that it's easy to armchair develop a game. But, as Frontier themselves have stated, the super rich multi-billionaires are only a small subset of the player base. I see no reason we couldn't allow the rest of the player base to make a few hundred million themselves. After all, it costs several hundred million credits to A-rate one of the big three ships. And as we have seen in an increased focus on personal narrative and the use of Galnet audio to bring the underlying story of the galactic conflict to the fore and beyond, wouldn't it make sense to use every tool you can as a developer to keep players immersed? Real-life gold rushes happened all the time, be it the old California gold rushes of the last century or the tech boom of the 90s and early 2000s. Now, often when those gold rushes ultimately collapse, the fallout is tangible and has far-reaching implications. You can integrate this idea into the Galaxy simulation of Elite, and I, for one, see some very interesting gameplay ideas there. Anyways, guys, that's just my 2 cents. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful, maybe like and subscribe or check out my Patreon. I've been Dimebot, and I'll see you all next time.